Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. We have a great battle for us here tonight. Two teams with championship aspirations, but trying to define the odds and take a big step closer to that national championship. As we'll see, the number 10 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. They'll call for the fair catch here. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it second and medium. To the air, it's Jackson. Running back has it on a screen now. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver, but there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Oh, what a move. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Here's the throw, deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, NC State. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking for his big tight end. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Jackson. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And in first down, they go right back to him.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Florida State, 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jackson. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 14. Florida State, 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. So here comes Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? He's past the marker and still going.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they hand it off to the back. Runs right over the defender. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The quarterback's got it on the option. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
NC State, 21. Florida State, 0.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's where he'll start the drive. Comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Defense is coming after him. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw, and you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee, a quarterback that can make throws like this.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handing off on the draw play. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The Noles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Jackson. He makes the grab. He's down after the catch at the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Looking to chuck it again. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. It should be automatic. Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Lets it go as he's being hit. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28. NC State comes to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. First play of the drive, to come out throwing. Using his legs here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain here to move the sticks using his feet. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A new set of downs after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. QB decides to keep it here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, an old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Looks like he's going to run it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, to keep this drive moving.
Oh, a reverse. Spinning out of the tackle. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They call the counter run here. He shreds the tackle.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
We're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. 1 From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards, you pick it up, and now you've got another chance at points.
On first down, it's play action. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give him that opportunity.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run the option. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And now the 11th play on this long drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
NC State has moved into the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. To the end zone, but incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
On the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on third down here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught, can he get in? Touchdown, NC State. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. Coverage team brings down the return.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up second down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Let's get up here with the W offense.
Single back takes the handoff. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Gets some space around the 30. Good enough for the first down to the 37. And the Seminoles looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Noles pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
42 Spider.
An inside give now from the shotgun. And the Sock were able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He's got a receiver wide open here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
You make the extra point. Trail now 28-10. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 60 set to kick this one.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line.
26. And the NC State offense will take over. First and 10.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Going for a big play downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Touchdown, Wolfpack. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the extra point makes it a 35-10 game. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
35. Florida State 10.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. The Noles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly. The yardage is good enough for the first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. He fires it. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Taking a shot here. Finds this receiver. That's enough for the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain of more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Seminoles looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play.
Cricket.
To the air, it's Jackson. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. This will be the 9th play on the drive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the senior quarterback off target there. Threw it behind him.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a fourth down stop. First down here for this offense. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at midfield. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Come to the line for second down and very short now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He can't stop him. And he stopped just short, down to the 2, but an excellent run.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And the route is on. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. We're going to the line here with the clock running. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain is 3 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Jackson. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.